It was 2:47 a.m. in my dorm room at the University of Texas in Austin. Midterms had me wired. My roommate was out of town, and the whole hallway was silent except for the low buzz of the air conditioner. I was exhausted but couldn't sleep, so I opened Omegle for the first time in years. Video chat. Tags. Austin, 21, college, can't sleep. The connection loaded instantly. A guy around 30 sat there in a black hoodie, hood up, pale face lit only by his screen. His eyes locked straight into the camera like he'd been waiting for me. "Hey," I said. He didn't blink. He just lifted a single printed photo and pressed it against his webcam until it filled my entire screen. It was my dorm room, taken from the exact spot where I was sitting right now. My navy comforter with the little white stars, the half-empty Gatorade on the nightstand, my crooked Drake poster, the laundry pile I'd left on the chair that morning, even the string lights I strung up last semester glowing soft orange. Every detail perfect. My stomach flipped. "Dude, how the hell do you have a picture of my room?" He smiled. Thin, calm, no warmth. "Nice place, Jake. I like the lights." I hadn't told him my name. Before I could speak, he lowered the photo and raised another one. Closer shot. My desk, my open MacBook, the same one in front of me, my phone charging. Timestamp in the corner. April 10th, 2026. 02:41 a.m. 6 minutes ago. My hands went ice cold. "Who are you?" He leaned in until his face filled the screen. "I'm just a stranger on Omegle, Jake. Same as you." Third photo. This one taken from right behind my shoulder. The back of my head, my messy brown hair, my gray UT hoodie with the tiny rip near the collar. I was staring at my laptop, exactly like I was staring right now. I slammed the laptop shut. The room went black except for the string lights. I sat there breathing hard, heart slamming against my ribs. 10 full minutes passed before I opened it again. Omegle had autocons, nected. Same guy, smiling wider. "You closed it, Jake. That was rude." I was shaking. "How do you know my name? How do you know where I live?" He didn't answer with words. He just raised one last photo. Timestamp, 02:58 a.m. Me sitting here, eyes wide with terror, but in the corner behind my closet door, a dark shape in a black hoodie, standing perfectly still. I spun around. The closet door was open 2 inches. I never left it open. That's when he spoke, voice low and almost kind. "Jake, you died last night." My blood turned to ice. "Remember the car on 35? You were driving back from that party. You looked at your phone for 1 second. The truck hit you head on. Your skull cracked against the windshield. You died at 1:47 a.m. Instant. No pain. At first." I laughed, a broken, terrified sound. "You're insane. I'm right here. I'm breathing. I can feel my heart." He cut me off. "A lot of people don't accept it right away. Their mind keeps the body moving for a few hours, like a dream. But you're already dead, Jake. I've been in this room with you since the moment it happened, watching you pretend to be alive." I wanted to run, but my legs wouldn't move. The string lights flickered like they were laughing at me. Then he whispered the words that still give me goosebumps every time I remember them. "I'm not a hacker. I'm not even a stranger anymore. I'm your corpse. I've been lying on that bed since 1:47. Your soul is the one still sitting at the laptop, typing, talking, refusing to leave. But the body, that's mine now." At that exact second, the laptop camera flipped, and I saw myself on the screen. But my own eyes were completely black. No whites, just 2 empty holes staring back at me. I screamed and lunged for my phone to call 911. The line connected. 911, what's your emergency? I was yelling, there's someone in my room. He says I'm dead. He's inside my closet. Please send someone now. The dispatcher's voice stayed calm. Officers are already on the way. We got a silent alarm from your dorm room 20 minutes ago. Stay on the line. 20 minutes ago? I hadn't called anyone. I heard footsteps in the hallway, heavy boots, then banging on my door. UTPD, open up! I stumbled to the door, unlocked it, and 2 officers rushed in, flashlights sweeping the room. One of them looked at me, really looked, and his face went pale. Jesus. Kid, you're freezing. I tried to speak, but my voice came out wrong. Deeper, slower, with that same slight southern drawl the stranger had. The second officer glanced at my laptop. The Omegle screen was still open, but now the stranger's face was gone. It was my face on the screen, smiling at the camera with those solid black eyes. The first officer put a hand on my shoulder. His voice was gentle, the way you talk to someone who's lost it. Son, there was a bad wreck on 35 last night. White sedan, driver matching your description. We found the car and the body, but the ID said Jake Harlan. We thought it was you. We came here to do a welfare check. I looked down at my own hands. They were turning blue at the fingertips. The second officer whispered into his radio, "We've got the subject. He's conscious but disoriented. Possible shock. Send EMS." That's when my body started moving on its own. My head tilted at an unnatural angle. My mouth opened, but the voice that came out wasn't mine anymore. It was the stranger's calm, polite tone. "Thank you, officers. I'm fine now." Jake finally left. My legs walked me back to the bed and sat down like a puppet. I could see everything happening, but I wasn't controlling it. I was trapped inside, screaming with no sound. The officers exchanged a look. One of them pulled out his body cam and started recording. The last thing I saw before everything went dark was my own reflection in the laptop screen, smiling straight into the camera, waving slowly with my own hand. And underneath, in the Omegle chat box, one final message typed itself. Next. The police report later said Jake Harlan was found dead in his dorm at 3:12 a.m. Cause of death listed as sudden cardiac arrest, even though the medical examiner noted the body had already been dead for over 12 hours. But the body cam footage showed something else. It showed Jake sitting calmly on the bed, smiling at the officers, eyes completely black, telling them he felt much better now. And somewhere, in whatever is left of me, I'm still connected, still waiting, still watching the thing that stole my life click next on someone else.